With Intel's latest release of the 8th generation series of processors, they also released a Z370 based chipset. This is their enthusiast mid-range chipset, which enables overclocking support as well as a rich level of connectivity. We're excited to be able to present you an entire range of enthusiast gaming products that are going to be great for first-time builders as well as enthusiast seasoned builders. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the latest lineup that's offered from the Strix ROG series of motherboards with an entire range of Z370 from ATX to Mini ITX. So when taking a look at the Strix series of motherboards, probably the first thing you're going to notice is their overall aesthetic design. This is something that we really carefully looked at. Really, the trend amongst PC DIY builders has really been asking for monochromatic color schemes, not only in the components that they offer, but definitely within the motherboards that they're taking a look at. And this is really all about ensuring that you don't have any colors that contend or compete with whatever you're looking to be able to define in your system. And when we talk about the latest trend, which is going to be with RGB lighting, all these boards fully support the ASUS Aura Sync initiative. That means that by default, they can fully synchronize and control with any ASUS component across the board. So whether you're talking about graphics cards, whether you're talking about the latest line of LED strips, of course peripherals like keyboards and mice, you can fully go ahead and tailor and customize your experience however it might be. And when it comes to partner accessories, whether you're talking about chassis, LED strips, fans, or DRAM or any other type of devices, you're going to fully be able to really define the look and feel that you want for your system. Now, while aesthetics and RGB are definitely on trend, performance and overclocking have really been always cornerstones amongst PC DIY enthusiast concerns when looking at a motherboard. Across the range of these boards, whether you're talking about the Dash E and F that are ATX, the G, which is Micro ATX, or the Dash I, which is Mini ITX, they're going to all offer extraordinarily capable overclocking capabilities. When we talk about the CPU, you can comfortably overclock to 4.6, 4.7, 4.8 plus gigahertz on any one of these boards and feel confident in long-term reliability. On top of that, they're going to offer great options, whether it's one-touch options that are available to you within the 5-way optimization software suite, where you can go ahead and target in the frequency, you can target in the actual voltage that you want for your processor, you can even actually go ahead and target temperature, so that if you want your overclock to not be determined by frequency, but by a specific temperature, that's available to you, and it's really cool. And normally would be something very complex to undertake by manually going to the UEFI, testing, and checking a wide range of variables. So when we talk about the simplicity of being able to really maximize the investment in your unlocked processor and your cooling solution, you can do that across any one of these boards. And of course, for the dyed-in-the-wool enthusiasts out there, if you want to jump into the UEFI and make all your tweak and tuning parameters manually, you definitely have a rich and functional UEFI across all of these. Now, going hand in hand with overclocking and overall kind of performance-related design, you have to talk about cooling. And definitely with ASUS series boards, there's a lot that goes in here. All of these boards are going to feature our Fan Expert 4 technology, which is really a combination of hardware as well as firmware and overall software. What this really means in short is that you're going to have tons of connections available to you to be able to ensure that you've got a lot of flexibility to be able to connect standard traditional tower heat sinks, closed-loop water cooling solutions, or even if you're looking to step into custom water cooling solutions, you have those options available to you. Our Fan Expert 4 design also fully allows you to have full support for DC 3-pin or 4-pin PWM-based fans. And you're also going to still maintain the full capability to have what's called fan calibration and profiling. That means that we can automatically, through the click of a button in our Fan Expert 4 software, figure out what the minimum and the maximum speeds of your fans are, so that if you click silent, your fans actually turn off and ensure you the quietest level of operation when you're checking out the latest post or watching a video online. But the moment you jump into a game, your fans will ramp up and provide you adequate cooling experience. In addition to this, all these boards also feature our latest generation of what's called temperature input mapping, giving you the ability to go ahead and have your fans respond to different temperature points. Say, for example, you can go ahead and have them respond to your normal CPU, or in actually most situations, the hottest running part of your system, the graphics card. Now, moving from cooling, we're going to go into another area that I think is really important to a lot of enthusiasts when you take a look at different boards, and that's going to be connectivity. All these boards are going to feature, of course, support for USB 3.1. Most of them will have Type A and Type C support. You're also going to have dual M.2 across all of these, even on the Micro ATX and on the Mini ITX boards. Being able to have 2 M.2 drives in a RAID 0 or RAID 1 configuration is really impressive, especially in these smaller form factor configurations. You, of course, have your traditional SATA 6G connectivity and PCIe expansion, whether it's going to be for adding cards as well as for graphics cards. So in terms of audio, all these boards feature our Supreme Effects audio design. So this was really derived from our top shelf ROG series motherboards, where the audio section is isolated from the rest of the motherboard to be able to provide better overall performance. And really this comes through in a couple of different ways. You're going to get louder volume through the implementation of a high quality codec and an operational amplifier, which will help to punch up the volume, especially if you're going to be using headphones. You're going to have improved tonality and soundstage through the implementation of high quality audio grade capacitors. And when it comes to really customizing the audio experience, we have a rich set of options available to you in our Sonic Studio interface. This really allows you to go ahead and apply different types of presets for different types of game scenarios, as well as a wide range of options to really be able to tailor the sound exactly like you like it. On top of that, for users that want to be able to go ahead and up matrix stereo sound into multi-channel audio, we also have those options available to you. And for the streamers that are out there, there's a lot of options available within our Perfect Voice technology, which allows you to advance post-processing onto incoming as well as outgoing audio to really be able to offer you clearer and better dialogue in voice chat scenarios. Now, when it comes to networking, these boards are also offering a lot. And in fact, all these boards feature an Intel NIC, which is really the industry-proven standard when it comes to its performance and its management options. But we've also carefully analyzed its performance amongst other types of NICs in the market. And this is really where the Intel NIC shines, especially in something that's called UDP performance, which is really critical now for a lot of multiplayer and online games. It really helps ensure the best performance possible. You're going to be able to use our Game First 4 packet priority software to be able to go ahead and manage and prioritize your experience for whatever you're running in terms of your network-centric applications, whether that's going to be your browser, whether that's going to be the latest game, a download, or any type of network-centric content. You can easily go ahead and open up this application and be able to easily prioritize whatever it is that you want. But one of the biggest updates that I think a lot of you guys are really going to appreciate is going to be that all these boards also now feature a new updated UEFI that allows for out-of-the-box updating of your BIOS without having to require you to download a BIOS on another system and taking it over via USB flash drive. You can simply go ahead and connect your active interconnection to any one of these boards, connect to our servers, and download the latest build right off the bat so you can get your build up and running as smooth as possible. So all the way around, if you're looking to really build either your first time build or you're looking for, let's say, a refresh or an update to a previous existing build, you're definitely going to want to check out the latest line of Strix series motherboards for the Z370 based chipset.